Good morning, guys. It is still morning here. So, just one sec. I'm going to have to mute myself. Okay, so like I said, this week we're going to have a little bit of a seaside week, but I thought, and don't mind my mess, I got a lot going on here on my table, but I think we're going to mash up two specials that are coinciding this month. So bring back my pack, Seaside, and Share the Joy. I haven't talked a ton about Share the Joy yet, so I thought it was probably time to also do that. So you're probably going to see the two things overlapping this week. So I'll just quickly explain both the specials. So Bring Back My Pack, Seaside. You've seen me posting lots of stuff. I posted my workshop already. I spent like an hour redoing some cards yesterday, and so we're actually going to make another card using some of the scraps of the paper and an idea that's in my head. We'll see if this works. And the stamp set. So all the Seaside products are available on my website under the promotions tab. And then I think I came on and talked a little bit about the Share the Joy special, but I thought we should just revisit it because it's just available as a bundle until the end of this month. And there's a savings when there's a bundle. So I have a few projects that I want to kind of go over this week with this too. But basically what it is it's two thin cuts. So here, let me find them here in my pile. So one of them is this circular die cut with stitched lines, and it happens to be the same size as A2 card front, so it's 4.5 by 4.25 by 5.5. See, and then I say those things and then I doubt myself, but no, I am correct. Okay, and then there's a little stitched line and there's circles in the middle. So there's so many fun things you could do with this. So you're going to probably see a few things over the course of the next week. And then included in the bundle, there's also a banner thin cut. And you can get it with two great stamp sets too. Now I'm not going to play with these today, but you can see I've been doing some stamping, so you're going to see some things coming. But I just kind of wanted to talk about it also because the stamp set, so one is birthday themed and the other is thank you themed. And actually maybe we'll use one of these on the second card. But super versatile, and who doesn't need birthday or thank you cards? Okay, so, and when you order them with the bundle, like I said, there's a savings and they all come packaged together. This is the Stampin' Thin Cut bundle. And that is also available on the promotions tab on my website, which is the chrisrobertson.closetomyheart.ca. So let's get moving here. Okay, so I played around a little bit yesterday afternoon, and so we're going to just see if I can get this to work. So I did do something in advance. So because I had a vision in my head and we just needed to go with it. So I took the Seaside greeting stamp set, which is from that Seaside promotion, and I stamped the sailboat and then I stamped some of the clouds. So this is Toffee and it's the same size as a card base. And then that's all I've done so far. Because what I kind of wanted to do was I'm going to turn it into a shaker card. So it kind of looks like a frosted, like a window kind of thing. So all I've done is I took another piece of the Seaside paper and I ran it through my die cutting machine with the thin cut from the Share the Joy promotion. So first things first, I'm going to just put some acetate on this because I think we are going to turn it into a shaker card. So I just have, let's pull out a sheet here. Okay, this one's slightly bigger. Because it's the same size as a card front. Okay, I'm just going to trim this down. I think So I'm going to make it just inside 4 and just inside 5 1/4. I'm just going to glue it down so we have some time for it to dry. Okay. There we go. Okay, so now it fits. So I am just going to use my liquid glue, my liquid glass, I mean. Okay, and I'm going to glue this on first. There are so many things that you could do with this thin cut. So I thought we better start playing with it before the special is over. And after yesterday, it got me all excited about making shaker cards again because it has been a while. Okay. So let's put this down. Okay, so I'm just going to push this down and we're just going to let it dry for a second, and I'm going to do some more stamping. So I'll just leave that to the side. Okay, so like I said, because I just wanted to kind of know what it was going to look like before I started. So I have stamped on the toffee, and I think this is the darker side of the toffee, it is, with espresso, and I stamped the sailboat and just a few of the leaves. Clouds, they're not leaves, oh my goodness. And so this is what it's going to look like. And then it's going to shake inside. And so I just cut from scraps a few banner pieces that I think we will adhere onto here. So I'm going to stamp a sentiment. So again, I think I'll use the espresso ink. And let's pick a sentiment. So maybe we will do the let's do the congratulations. Hopefully we have lots of use for congratulations. Okay. So when I do the second one, I'm just going to talk about a few more generic things about the bundle and how to use the windows. Okay. Oh, and there's my head, of course. Okay, so there we go. So this is not going to be super fancy. Like I said, we were just going to do something quick and nice and easy. So here we go. Okay, so again, I want to use the rose gold sequins because I love them paired with the seaside paper. Okay, so when you see I'm going to put these like this, I think. I might tie a little twine on here, but we'll just see in a second. But I don't know that I necessarily want all my sequins down at the bottom because you won't see them. So I think we're going to put the channel just in the top 3 portion. Like that's where I'll put my sequins. I'll still have to put foam tape across the bottom. but then my sequins will just stay on the top part. Okay. Okay, I have no thin, oh my goodness, you guys. I have no thin foam tape here. So our foam tape, this is, I mean, 3D foam tape, but the narrower one. So we are just going to use the thicker one, and we will cut it in half. Do one thing, if you're trying to do your own shaker card and it's a funny shape and you have to mold your, I don't know why everything is so sticky for me today, mold your foam tape around a shape, it helps to actually take the backing off first, and then it kind of sorry, I'm concentrating. It bends more easily. So I'll come and I'll do a different shape at some point, and I'll show you what I mean. Okay. There we go. Okay, and we need it to fit pretty snugly so our sequins don't fall out. So I'm just looking to see. How wide, and hopefully I remember to put this on the right way up. Okay. So now I have a pocket that's just the top portion. And that's where we're going to layer sequins. But we need to put still foam tape on the bottom so that the bottom will be raised up. But it doesn't have to be exact for this one. So I'll just cut some sections. You guys, everything is sticking to me today. Okay. So I find if I go over, it's better to trim things from the front for me. Okay. And then I'll just move that out of my way. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to stop at that point. Okay, so now I'm just going to use my little embossing buddy. I just throw all my shaker card pieces in here, so that's where I keep this, so that it's actually in the right spot when I go back to find it. The whole week before convention, it took me forever to find all my missing parts and pieces that I needed to actually go away. Okay, so we're going to reverse set up this one from yesterday. So I'm going to stand on my stool below me and try and layer my card down onto this when it's time to pull it off. I'm feeling very crowded on my desk today. I'm not really sure why. Well, because it's probably because I have like 3 projects on the outside, just on the outside of the camera view today for the rest of the week. Like I said, I still have a layout that we're going to do with Seaside that is so stinking cute. I was trying to find my photos this morning, but then I had to go and run an errand. So it is for sure, I think, going to be Thursday or Friday. I will try and print them. I can't find the photos that I wanted to use, so we're going to use different ones. So I'm just flipping them over because I'm going to lower my card down onto the card front. So my sequins need to be backwards, if you know what I mean. So that when we flip it over, they are the right side up. Not that it really matters, because they will be sparkling no matter what's in there. Okay, like I said, I have no idea how this is going to turn out, but we will see. I don't need this one over here. Okay, so I actually think I'm going to put this on here, and then I can add twine to my card before I put it down onto my card base. So I'm just going to pull my backing off. With all the stick that I've got happening today, guys, this should be interesting. But if I have to, I was thinking, if I get it on there crooked, then I'll just trim this down to the same size and add another border, which is totally doable. I'm just trying to decide if I need to add a little piece of foam tape right there, which I think I'm just going to do just to be on the safe side. Okay. So like I said, if I don't get it completely centered, what I think I'm going to do is I'll just trim it, and then, okay, I'm going to stand up on my stool and see if that helps. Maybe I'll get this on here straight. Ugh. See, everything is sticking to me today. You hear me breathing? I'm concentrating so hard. Oh, I know it's crooked. Okay, that's okay. So there we go. So it's even. So I am going to just trim that off. So then what I think I might do, now that we're going this route, so I'm just going to trim it off even with the card front. And I am going to so isn't that cool? Okay. Let's add these, and then I will pick some cardstock that we will mat it to the card base with. Okay, so just going to do like that, and I'm going to trim this from the back side. I think I want it more like this. There we go. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to add some twine now. And then let's see what I have here. Maybe I will just add a piece of, hey Mary, of Lagoon. I should have totally known that was going to happen with how sticky. It's so dry because everything is so hot here. I should have known that it would all just stick to me. Okay. So I'm just going to tie this and then I'll move it around to where I want it. Oops. Slid off. Okay. Always fun just to watch me fiddle with twine. Riveting TV, I'm sure. Maybe I'll just go right here. Okay. Okay, so let's move this out of the way before I dump them all because that's the... Okay, so now I am just going to cut a piece of cardstock. I think we're going to try actually maybe I'll do this because I think it kind of plays up the color of the sequence. Okay, and it's almost the right size. So there we go. Okay, let's make sure I've got my card opening the right way. Okay, so this was the one that was going to take the longest. And then we're just going to do one quick second one. Hey, morning, Sue. And I just wanted to show you a few things. The second one is super simple, so we shouldn't have any catastrophes with that one. So now I'm just making sure that I've got adhesive over my twine so that A, it doesn't move, and B, that it'll stick. So now, still making sure my card is opening the right way. So now, there we go. So now it looks like the little, you're looking through a window at the boat out there sailing. Okay. So the second one, we still have seaside, and all I've done is I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about the holes. So if you'll notice, all of these little icons fit perfectly in the holes. So there's tons of different ways you can go about using them. So you can lay your overlay down how you want it. I have a white one somewhere that I've just ran through so that I would have like a template. And so if you want to stamp on your card base, all you would have to do is trace where you want to stamp, or trace all your holes that you want to stamp in. And yes. And then when you lift it up, you know where you want to stamp. And then once you're stamped, you just erase it. Okay, but, or, once you pick your paper and your template, you can also just add in random pieces of extras that are cut off. So these, I've just run them through the machine with the thin cut, and now I can add them in here with various different levels of foam tape, or you could stamp on this and then add layers of foam tape to them. I also have cut some French vanilla so that it matches the seaside. So if I wanted to stamp, let's say, okay, we're going to turn this into let's make a thank you one. So if I wanted just some random backgrounds, there's the little hashtags or the little X's here. I was doing some. So you could just stamp on the extra circles. Like this, and then set them in. Or, like I said, if you have your circles down already, then you could stamp right on your card base. So I should just do that. I'm going to actually I put a layer on the bottom, I think, so I'm just going to just hold it in place. I might normally, if I was actually going to do this, might tape it down with some washi first. And it doesn't have to be exact, you just kind of have to know where you want to stamp. So then let's say I wanted a different little background here. Let's say we wanted to do let's not do that one. Let's do, I don't know, we'll do something random because I'm just going to cover it up anyway. So let's do the balloons, which aren't really for a thank you card, but we'll go with it. So then you can see exactly where you have to stamp. You probably can't see my pencil marks, but you can see where to stamp so that that'll end up in that circle. But I am going to cover it all up with a piece of cardstock. Oh, I thought I had a piece of scrap smoothie here. But I don't. So maybe we'll just do. Nope, I want smoothie. Sorry, I thought I had a smoothie already cut, but I don't. So here we go. Happy you guys all joined on for my slight train wreck today. I'm sure you are too. Okay, so there we go. I am going to add the smoothie on the light side. Like so. And then, so now I can add these in, figure out how I want them. And I've cut a banner with the thin cut. So I'm going to stamp that, but we'll just plug in these holes. And it cuts the thin cut cuts the glitter paper quite nicely, just so you know. Okay, I think I'm going to add my twine and stick this down. So I'm going to just add the bronze twine around the thin cuts. But I might just add, so this is just the thin foam tape. I'm just going to add it on here for a little bit of stability. And I'm just avoiding my holes. So I'm going to add the thin, and then some of the circles will be recessed flat on the card base, and some will be popped up with 3D foam tape just to create a little bit of interest. Now it's just a little bit more stable so I can actually wrap my twine around no problem. So this one I'm not putting any clear sheet because we're not doing any sequins of any sort. So if this is the bottom, I'm going to put my twine here. So let's just add a few more. Little pieces here. On the sides. I love that you can cut your 3D foam tape to whatever length you're looking for. So now my twine will be in between my layers. Like so. And then I'll just add my sentiment banner. I can just tuck it underneath here. Okay, so I got that out of the way. There we go. We've got our card base here. I'll just move this over. Like so. I hope you guys are having fun with this thin cut thing, bundle. There's so many fun things you could do with it. You can cut it up so that you don't have as many circles. So it can just be smaller. So you could cut it in, so you just have 6. You can cut it the long way, so you just have 4. All sorts of ideas. Okay, there we go. So now I'm going to stick this down here, and then we'll fill in the circles. You guys, you would think I actually didn't have coffee today, but I did actually. Several hours ago. And I've been to Costco and back already. So, there we go. Okay, so let's gently, I'm going to try and center this one a little bit better. So I'm standing up super high for this one. We'll see if we can get it centered so I don't have to. Because once that foam tape goes down, it is not coming up. Okay, I have to tell you, this is funny because I can hear in the background. Obi is way on the other side of my office, sound asleep on the floor. He's exhausted because he went to the lake for the weekend and he swam all weekend long. So he has not been moving around very much. So he's just kind of sitting there sleeping. So right now I can hear him. His tail is wagging and hitting the floor, but he is sound asleep. Yeah, super productive day. I don't know. Well, at least I got more cold medicine for everybody in the house. As everybody is sick, we are going through crazy amounts of Kleenex and cold medicine. So let's just there we go. Okay, so then I'm just gonna fill in my dots. Okay, the stool helped a little bit, I think. So I will lay them out. You have to remember I'm gonna have my banner here. Hey, Joanne. With my sentiment. So I don't want too much French vanilla under my sentiment. So let's do The net on the back side is got all sorts of different pictures and colors, so it's super good to sandwich in because you get lots of different colors. So you can get right from just the plain barn all the way to lots of different colors. I'm super duper concentrating, obviously, on my color arrangement here. Okay, so some of them I'm going to do flat. So now you're just really filling in the puzzle. So this one is actually now going to be recessed. And then I have my leftover from my shaker cards yesterday. So these are a good size for these dots. So I will do some raised up. I'll just want to be careful not to have raised up underneath where I'm going to have my banner. So this one will stick up. And then this one I can make level. So it's recessed there. Okay, so I'm going to put in this row now because I know that I want my banner here. So these can't be more than thin foam tape under them. So maybe I will do a little thin under the glitter and it will make it level. There we go. So now this one's level with that layer. And this one I will put in here. Just going to push this up just a little bit. It's just my twine underneath. I just need it out of the way of my dots. There we go. So I thought this was a fun mashup between the two specials. As I hadn't shown the Share the Joy very much, I thought I should get my butt in gear. Okay, I think I did something wrong there. So that's okay. I will just add, I'm going to sneeze. This cold thing sucks in the summer. At least today I remembered my glass of water, so you don't have to listen to me hack. Okay, this is super cute. Okay, so now I'm just going to add a sentiment and a couple of gems, and we're done. Okay, I think we're going to make a thank you card in the end. I'm not sure if that's what I said, but let's do thanks a bunch. Okay. This would look super awesome with gold embossing powder on it too. But I don't have that here, so we're not doing that. But I'm just saying, it would look awesome. Okay. I'm sure it must be a good dream. It's better than lots of times I hear him crying in his sleep, and that makes me just sad, because what could be so bad for a dog's life? He's got a pretty good life. Okay, so I'm just going to stamp it in black. I think we will just make sure. I have not stamped with this yet, so we're just going to make sure that we're all good there. But you know what? I'm wondering, maybe I should stamp it with Lagoon. I've got it sitting right here. I think we'll do that. Nothing like changing your mind mid-project. I think I've changed my mind like 3 times today so far. So let's just make sure. Before I end up getting my black ink in my Lagoon ink. Yes. Okay. Very pretty. Okay. See, handy that that was still lying on my desk. See, that's why I'm feeling crowded today, guys. Okay. So keep all those things. Oh, that's what I was going to do. I was going to add part of this too. Okay, well, maybe a different card. Keep those extra pieces because you can use them for things. So let's just finish this up. I'll trim this. So like I said, there's so many different ways to use this. Infinite number of ways. So fun. Okay, so now I'm just going to add a couple of glitter gems and then we are done. There we go. So if you guys have any questions or need to know where to find anything, just let me know. And if you scroll back, you can see the cards I made yesterday. I just took the ones from the workshop and I redesigned them. So we had fun with that yesterday. And don't forget to get the bundle before the end of the month so that you can save. We'll talk to you later. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.